Good day everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Thursday the 14th of November 2019, and this is the daily analysis for Euro, Cable and Aussie dollar. And we'll start off with the Euro. And since Tuesday and the start of the week, it has been drifting lower and has hit the support zone just below the 110 level yesterday, closed as almost a doji, and today it looks like it's consolidating further in a very tight range. So yesterday was only, for the whole day, it was only 20 over pips, which is too narrow. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame, and it has been drifting lower down to the 62 pip retracement level, just into that support zone. We can move this to this swing high area just above the 50% fib. That's going to be the intermediate resistance, and if it does drift down lower, the next level of support is going to be at a weekly S1 pivot at 109.66. So we can mark this zone as well as an intermediate support. So on Tuesday evening, the German and Eurozone ZEW numbers were slightly better than expected, but did not halt the decline as it resumed its retracement lower. And it didn't help that also last night the US CPI data was better than expected, so that caused the drift lower as well. Let's move on to the cable. And from the Monday move, where cable got good news on the UK election front, since then it has been consolidating with 2 days of spinning tops, and one is a harami inside the whole range of Tuesday. It was yesterday's spinning top, and it's holding around the 21 fib retracement level after climbing back up above the 128.00 support zone, and also just above the weekly pivot at 128.30. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame, and just like the Euro, it's also been trading in a very narrow range, just 30 to 40 pips, and in fact the last few 4-hour time frames it's only just above 30 pips. So that's too narrow to trade or even scalp, so just need to avoid that until breakout occurs. And it's all, price is all sitting above the 21 fib and the weekly pivot. So it falls and breaches the 128 level again, then it could target the next support zone at the monthly pivot area, and where the 200 period EMA is as well at 127.27. And right down to the 38 fib retracement at 127.00. This is going to be the next key support zone. Otherwise, if it's some further good news, then it could climb back up above the weekly R1 pivot at 128.92. So far the jobs data on Tuesday was not good, and yesterday's CPI figure was also worse than expected. And later this evening, there's retail sales figures. So if there's further bad news, then this could all start to drift down lower as well. All right. So at the moment, all trading in a very narrow range. Let's move on to the Aussie dollar. And this morning there was bad news on the jobs front, and it came out the worst expected, and it fell hard down to the 0.6800 support level, and that's where the 50 fib retracement level is as well. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. So it has fallen through this intermediate support zone. And right to the lower trend line of a triangle, which is extended from August. So we'll see if this level holds. There could be some rebound, but there is still downside pressure as the US-China trade deal is still ongoing, and still nothing positive yet, and since the news from China at the end of last week. And even with a slight surprise on from the RBNZ did not help, where they held rates instead of cutting rates, and this helped to boost the Aussie dollar as well indirectly for a short while, but then it still pulled back lower and continued lower until the jobs report this morning. Right, there is still US news coming out with Jerome Powell's second day testimony, and also US retail sales tomorrow on Friday night. So, but in the meantime, if this support zone is breached, then it could target the 62 fib retracement level at 0.6770. This will be the next intermediate support level. Alright, so meanwhile, looks like all the majors are all retracing lower against the US dollar. So watch out for also my other video on spot gold and dollar yen. And meanwhile, have a good trading rest of the week, and cheers.